Welcome back to Wager Talk TV. I'm Ross the Boss Benjamin of WagerTalk.com. And the NFL season is upon us, folks. It starts on Thursday the 4th. I have a winning pick, actually, picks, plural, in the Friday game that's going to be played in São Paulo, Brazil, between the LA Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. So stay tuned for that, folks, as I just have a couple things to cover before we get into the analysis and picks in that game. Uh, NFL 8-3 run dating back to last year. Football picks combined 26-15 on a 63% run. And also, folks, all sports 61% run since May the 13th of this year. And over that course of time, a net profit of over 107 units. So you want to check out my premium picks over at wagertalk.com. Also, folks, don't forget to give this video a like as I put my best effort each and every day into bringing you a quality free pick video. And just ask kindly give it a like. It's just a small token of your appreciation for the work, time, and effort I put in. And for those of you who have been critical over in the first week of the college football season with the free picks, folks, let me remind you, these are free picks. They're not my best bets, which go up as my premium picks at wagertalk.com. Not that I don't want to win, but geez, people have a short memory. You lose a game or two in college football on a free pick, and they're telling you you're awful and don't know what you're doing. I've been number one in college football, folks, over the last 2 years when it comes to units earned at wagertalk.com. So just keep that in mind. Also, tell us who you like in week one of the NFL season. Leave your picks in the comments section. And very important, folks, be respectful to one another. If you don't agree with somebody else's opinion, that's okay. It could prompt a healthy conversation, but it doesn't mean you have to attack them, be demeaning, be disrespectful, and use vulgarity. It won't be tolerated. It's okay to disagree. I'm not asking you to play nice and sit in the corner and keep your mouth shut, but I'm asking you for your opinions and to respect others' opinions as well. And if somebody gets out of line, I'm just going to tell you, we're going to warn them once or twice, or they're going to be removed in terms of their ability to comment. And I'm not talking disagreeing with me. I'm talking about, uh, you know, just attacking me on a personal level. All right, so the LA Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs on Friday evening, and that's September 5th. The game again will be played at the Corinthians Arena in São Paulo, Brazil, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Boy, oh boy, Corinthians Arena. It's like we're going to a bullfight. But you know what? Something similar as it's a big divisional matchup in the AFC West. Right now, the Kansas City Chiefs opened at 2.5. They're now 3, and in some places have moved to 3.5. The total in this game is 45.5. The LA Chargers 0-7 straight up in ATS since 2023 as a dog of +1.5 to +4. They fall within that parameter in this game. For whatever reason, the Chargers, as a small underdog, have not prospered. As a matter of fact, they've failed miserably over the last 2 seasons. The Chargers also, again, these head-to-head matchups, I don't put a lot of stock in them unless one team seems to have the other team's number, and that's been the case in this series, as the Kansas City Chiefs have now defeated the LA Chargers 7 consecutive times. Andy Reid with the Kansas City Chiefs over the last 10 years, his teams are 9-1 straight up and 7-3 against the spread in season openers, and that includes 5-0 straight up in ATS if those season openers were not played at Arrowhead Stadium, and they won those 5 games by a comfortable average of 13 points per game. Since 2019, the Chiefs under Andy Reid 5-0 straight up in ATS as a favorite or underdog of 3 or less in games 1 through 9 of the season. Basically, the first half of the season, whenever they're in that parameter, +3 to -3, a perfect 5-0 straight up in ATS. So really good trends favoring Kansas City, and one more to add to it. Since 2023, the last two seasons, the Kansas City Chiefs 6-0 straight up in ATS as a favorite of 4 or less in games not played at Arrowhead Stadium, winning those 4 games by an average of 10 points per game. It's just one of those things. I know it seems like a boring pick taking Kansas City. They've been to 4 straight Super Bowls. The bottom line is the Chiefs, as a 3-point favorite against a team that they've owned on a neutral field. And Andy Reid's success in season openers. Jim Harbaugh, just a 1-year sample size. The Chargers were a playoff team a season ago. Still, they were not able to get by the Kansas City Chiefs in their 2 meetings. I'm going to take Kansas City here, -3 over the LA Chargers. I mentioned picks, not pick. And one other pick, I would bet half as much as you would on Kansas City -3 on the Kansas City team total to go over 23.5. Kansas City in their last 10 season openers has scored an average of 33.8 points per game. Not only have they gone 9-1 straight up and 7-3 ATS in those last 10 season openers under Andy Reid, they've averaged a robust 33.8 points per game while doing so. And if the games were not played at Arrowhead Stadium, you're talking about averaging 38.2 points per game in 5 of those 10 season openers. So again, if those season opening games weren't at Arrowhead, and there was 5 on the road and 5 at home, in those 5 not played at Arrowhead, the Chiefs 38.2 points per game scored in those season openers. I like the Kansas City Chiefs to go over their team total of 23.5. To make it simple, folks, 1 unit on the Kansas City Chiefs -3 over the LA Chargers, and a half a unit on the Kansas City over their team total of 23.5. Those are our free picks in the NFL for that's Friday, September the 5th. So good luck. Let's win a lot of money in the NFL. Don't forget, college football NFL season package for myself, $849. Number 1 in college football over the last 2 years with my premium picks in terms of units earned. Number 1 last year in both win percentage and units earned. In the NFL coming in on an 8-3 run dating back to last year. So it's going to be a huge season. I had a off year last year in the NFL, and I very seldom, if ever, have 2 bad years in a row when it comes to a specific sport. So looking for a huge year in the NFL. By the way, folks, Thursday the season begins, and I have a 4%, best bet total on the Dallas and Philadelphia game. Winning total 4% best bet. If you're catching this video on time on Tuesday, September the 2nd, you can get that pick right now as part of our $5 Tuesday, which expires at midnight tonight. But it's just $25 after that. So hopefully you catch this video in time, take advantage of that offer. If not, for another $20, you could have supreme confidence in my pick on that total on Thursday night. Until the next time, for Wager Talk TV and Ross Benjamin, take care and God bless, folks.